In an earnest attempt to sort fact from fiction, citizen reporters are popping up and hitting the streets to verify whether or not what we're hearing about these hospitals is true.
Approximately how many coronavirus patients have you seen? How many? You don't know? 2? 100? 3. You've seen 3.
So again, there are no lines of people. There is no mass chaos out here, contrary to what the mainstream media is telling you.
How do you know they had coronavirus? Do you guys test in the ambulance? You don't know. You assume.
Yeah, assume. It's not concrete. Based off of
Symptoms?
Can you blame Americans for wanting to verify the truth when networks like CBS are doing things like this?
Cases are being found right here. Crowded subway cars may have accelerated the spread. New York's governor says FEMA gave the state 400 ventilators. To that, he said this.
What am I going to do with 400 ventilators when I need 30,000?
So when you're watching this from CBS, the slant, is the great need for the equipment. We don't have enough equipment. So the crowded ER shot demonstrates we have an epicenter of this disease in New York, and we don't have enough. We need 30,000 ventilators. But the only problem is this footage has already run on Sky News on March 22nd talking about Italy. Yeah.
This is the main hospital in Bergamo in Lombardy province. It's one of the most advanced hospitals in Europe. But it's the most hard-hit of all the hospitals.
Once again this morning, the city's hospitals will be on the front lines in this war against the coronavirus. In Elmhurst, Queens, that hospital there, lines of people lining up already this morning for about the last 45 minutes. Confirmed cases, people waiting to get tested. Supplies are in demand there.
Somebody said there would be hordes of people inside. That's why I didn't go in. Let's see. The doctor with his mask on and everything.
There's this hashtag you should follow called video your hospital. And people have gone around the country and the world with cameras on their iPhones or wherever. And they have proven that these hospital emergency rooms are not crowded with dead and dying people. They've talked to people that work in the hospital. They've talked to guards outside the hospital. They've talked to delivery people in the hospital. And everyone has said, no, there's nothing going on. It's all, quote, dead, unquote. No pun intended. There is more proof. I mean, just look out the window. There's nothing going on. No one's dying. Here's the emergency section to Southwest General. There's nothing going on. There's the check-in tent. There's like 5 cars in the parking lot. There's no one in that tent. So here's my question. If everybody is so goddamn sick, where are all the sick people?
Well, this is our hospital. Well, the hospital in Bozeman where the hotspot is, and there's nobody in line for the COVID test. So, from my understanding, they have no one in hospital at this time with COVID-19, and as you can see, there is no testing going on.
What's today's date, bro? Sunday, right?
Yeah, it is Sunday.
Sunday the 29th. Thank you.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm looking for the people on the respirators.
There's no videotape. You can't videotape this, sir.
I'm not allowed to videotape? Why?
You can't videotape right now.
All right.
Nothing going on.
I know numbers on the radio, tough to follow, but let me go again. Total cases in Palm Beach County, 514. Total deaths, 11. Hospitalizations. The number of people who are hospitalized with coronavirus, 57. Does that strike you as a large number? I want you to think of the way this is being reported, particularly about New York and other places where there's not a hospital bed to be had, where they're putting people in the hallways. There's no ventilators. There's no nothing. We haven't got, we're just in bad shape out there.
These aren't hospitals open and waiting for the apex, for the paramount, for the top of the mountain, for the peak. This is across the board. They're saying it's full. There are people lined up. There are people on stretchers in the hallways. Cuomo, we have no respirators. People are dying right now. And they go, hey, there's a stockpile down there. Well, I don't want to discuss those.